Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full in-depth review on the Lash Princess. This is the Volume and Curl Mascara. It is, I believe, newer to their line, and I've done other videos on the Lash Princess False Lash Effect that everybody loves and raves about, and I wanted to do one on this because it's newer to me and I know a lot of people have been asking about it. So we're going to do a really in-depth review and tutorial here. So let me know down below if you like and you want to see more like reviews and demos, tutorials on the channel. I'll definitely do more. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so we are nice and zoomed in here. Hopefully I don't have lipstick all over my teeth. Okay, so I am going to be doing the Lash Paradise primer on one side, and then I'm going to go in with the mascara on the other side, or just with the mascara and not the primer underneath on the other side, to see if we see a difference, because I want to make sure we're using this mascara to its best potential. So the first thing I'm going to do is curl my lashes. I always do this with any mascara. Just give it a couple pumps here. I like the Revlon lash curlers. I think they're great at drugstore price. This one, I got in like, I want to say I got in like a BoxyCharm or something years ago. I can't remember who makes it. I'll have to look. But it is good. So if I can find it, I'll definitely link it for you guys below. So going in here with the Lash Paradise, which is like one of my favorite drugstore primers. Honestly, they're all the same. I think like L'Oreal makes the one for that original voluminous mascara that was really good. And I don't notice much of a difference between the two, but I don't know. I just always repurchase this one. So I'm going to leave that on there for like 10 seconds. And then we're going to go right over it with the Lash Princess. All right, here we go. So I opened this tube probably like a week ago now for the first time. And for me, the longer a tube is open, like I feel like there's like a sweet spot somewhere between a couple weeks after you get it, it starts to work a little bit better. So I didn't want to use it fresh out of the tube for this review. I wanted to make sure I was, using it for at least a week or two and then sharing the review. Okay, so I will say that I am noticing as I'm putting the mascara on, there is definitely like a lack of coverage over the primer. I can see some of the white peeking through, and I don't have that issue when I use the Lash Princess, False Lash Effect, the green one that I was talking about before. So I'll say that I noticed that difference. So I'm going in here with another coat. Definitely gives good volume, nice and full and fluffy. I'm gonna go on the back end and give it a couple strokes. I hope it doesn't ruin the look, but I want to make sure the lashes are nice and coated. So that's 2 coats. And I didn't go crazy doing a liner or anything on top or on the bottom because I wanted to make sure you guys could really see the way the mascara was performing without that kind of getting in the way or making it look like it was doing better than it did. So going in on the bottom here now, I always go in with the mascara after I use it on the top, because otherwise it's just way too much product on my bottom lashes and I find that I get black stuff like all over underneath. So just wiggling that in here. It is nice for the bottom lashes because as you can see on the applicator, it is fluffier like towards the front and the back, or the top and the bottom, whatever you want to call it, and then it's kind of narrower in the middle. So that makes it nice to kind of get in there. I still like don't love it for the bottom lashes. I think that like the L'Oreal Telescopic or, lashes with smaller bristles would work better. But I also have kind of tricky lower lashes because I feel like they're not that thick, but they're kind of sparse and they're long and curly. So it does make it a little tricky there. I kind of want to do one more coat on this side. So let's go for it and do 3 coats because I like to layer my mascara. But sometimes when you put too much on, too much of it could not be a good thing, and I don't want to ruin it. But I will say that just from like the past week and the first time I used this, I do like this a lot better. When I first used it, it was like very sloppy and making my lashes stick together. And it is building beautifully. Like it's nice and tacky, it's silky, it's not clumping. I'm able to get the wand through and it's sticking, and I feel like it's building on what was already there, which is awesome. So that's how it looks with 3 coats with the primer. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side without the primer, and we're going to see if we can see a difference. So what do you guys think? I could do another video comparing this one with the green Lash Princess that everyone loves. Again, they're both $4.99. So another shot of how it looks before and after. And we're gonna go in with just the mascara and no primer. All right, going in, let's do it. I feel like my neighbor is watching through the window. Like, what is she doing? Talking to herself. So we're gonna do 3 coats here. Okay, so I'm liking the way it's applying without the primer. Definitely more coverage to the lash. There's nothing, you know, getting in the way or blocking it. I feel like it's evenly coating the lashes and the product is dispersing nicely and wrapping around the whole lash, including like the backside. So I might just take a little bit and just make sure it is coated and covered. All right. So I don't think with this that a primer is gonna do much. So here we have 1 coat, no primer, and then we have primer with 3 coats. So let's take a look. Right? It's nice and even, it's distributing nicely. I like to wait like 10 seconds in between coats because I wanna make sure that the mascara is still wet and tacky. It's not too dry, but it's not too wet. It's gotta be like that perfect tackiness so that when you go in with the next coat, it grips to it, it adheres, and it lengthens and really coats nice. So going in again here, 2nd coat. My lashes, like my outer lashes, they're very long and they're very kind of just do their own thing. They have their own little like outdoor party or something. Okay, so that's 2 coats. I'm gonna go in the bottom here. And I'm not gonna put any, I'm only gonna do 1 coat on the bottom lashes. Again, it's not the best for the bottom. I've seen worse, but it's so subjective. Like mascara, all makeup is so subjective. What works really well for me and my lashes might not work for you and vice versa. So if you have similar lashes to mine, this will help. If not, I don't know. I feel like Essence does really great mascaras. Pretty much everybody loves them. They're $4.99. They're awesome, in my opinion. I think L'Oreal does good mascaras. I think Maybelline and Essence. And I feel like in my collection, that's pretty much, I always just buy those 3. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a creature of habit. I could try other ones. Kind of expand my horizons. If you have any good mentions, drop them down below. I just feel like if I could spend $5 and get a really good mascara, I don't care that it's not the high-end label, you know, as long as it does what it's supposed to do. But if a product is awesome and it's more expensive, like if it performs well, then I will absolutely spend the money, but I have to be able to justify it in my head. So we're going in with the 3rd coat here. And again, ignore these outer lashes. They get a little wonky. Okay, so it layers really nice without the primer. And I will get a little closer to the camera so you can make your own judgment. What do you think? Do you see a difference with the primer? Again, primer side is on this side, no primer. I have to look in the mirror. Yeah, I don't think that I see a difference, and I really like the way it looks. Now, sometimes I pretty much all the time, like not if I'm just getting ready for the day and I'm running out. I just throw mascara on. It's not this big long process. Don't get me wrong, but like if I'm going to an event where I'm trying to look nice or I want my lashes to stay in place all day, I will go back in with the curler. Make sure your lashes are not super wet because you don't want them to get stuck to the curler and, you know, rip off. You have to be careful doing this, but I feel like it is a game changer, especially if you're struggling with lashes that kind of do their own thing, like mine, or you want them to just look nice and curly and hold a curl. Like some people have straight lashes where they just kind of like point straight out or point straight down. I think that the lash curler after doing mascara trick will definitely help get that lasting effect and kind of get the most out of your natural lashes. So in this case today, I don't want to ruin the look by, you know, going in with the curler. So I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes and I'll be right back. And then we'll make a decision as to whether or not I want to go in with the curler after, because I don't want to push it and then it doesn't look right. All right, let's go in and do it on the one side and see what happens. So I just gently make sure all my lashes are within the curler. Give it a little pinch. Sometimes you just have to leave good enough alone. What I really need is one of those nice lash separators. And if anyone has a good recommendation, I would love to see. Okay, so curl them. You can see they are very curled, very long. It's hard to layer mascara and not have it look spider-like when you're trying to get like that false lash effect look without using false lashes. But this is probably the best that I'm gonna get, and I think it looks really nice. So again, this is just using one mascara. Typically, I use, and by one mascara, I'm not including the primer. Typically, I'll use the Lash Paradise or really any volumizing mascara that gets like that build and that fluff, and then I'll go in with a lengthening, like a telescopic after. And this, just like the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect, I think it's called, I think it does that job too. It's that nice balance of fullness and volume and length, which I think we're all looking for, right? So if it can do all those things and it's kind of multifaceted in that way, I think it's an awesome, awesome mascara for that. And I just think Essence just, they knock it out of the park. So I'm just gonna curl this side. And this is also good, like I said, if your lashes are kind of wanting to do their own thing, it just kind of helps them get in line. So I'll just kind of take my finger and give a couple little pumps. I'm not squeezing too hard, just to get them, you know, whip them into shape, get them back into line. And you can see, I don't know, I think it looks nice. Like, this is a $5 mascara. Here's the difference. Primer, no primer. I'm not seeing a difference. Not seeing a difference. So it would save you time not to use the primer, obviously. And I mean, I like to save time. So you could just grab this mascara because it's awesome and it is supposed to give a really nice curl, and it's doing that. The only thing about this is I had to order it off Amazon. I don't know if I went in Ulta. I can't remember. I don't think Target had it. They had other ones. So there's a few different options, and I did find that this was harder to find, but you can get it off of Amazon, and $4.99. So definitely pick it up, right? So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you liked it. I will link up above my favorite drugstore mascaras. This is not featured because this is newer, but the sister to this is featured on that, and maybe it will help you just so you can see a comparison. Yeah, please like and subscribe. I do all different types of videos on my channel, from beauty to home, cleaning, decor, organization, all different kinds of stuff like that. So a little bit for everyone. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.